Hello everybody, welcome to another video. This is a real quick one. It's some VCLT that I received from everybody's good friend, Robert S. over at RobScure Music. First of all, I apologize for any background noise. My windows are open in my apartment. It's a lovely evening here in Virginia in August. So I thought I would give my air conditioning a break and maybe tighten up my electric bill a little bit. But Robert was watching my video. I just did a recent video on, and I'm going to have Robert's channel below, RobScure Music. Go check him out. Robert does a great job at talking about some weird, obscure artists you might not know a lot about. He doesn't necessarily focus on, big artists like the Beatles or, Jimi Hendrix and stuff like that. Though he likes that kind of stuff. He just figures there's enough out there, there's enough channels of people talking about those topics to satisfy your fancy. So, but he's a big Beatles guy. But Robert was watching my video that I just recently did about my Beatles journey, like how I came up loving the Beatles. And I mentioned in the video that I had the Beatles anthology album on burned CD. I burned it for my uncle. And I also had a copy of the Love album that was burned, but from my cousin. And so he commented, or he sent me a message and said, "Hey, I couldn't believe that you didn't have these albums, so I'm going to send them your way," because Robert just loves to surprise people. And I got a package today. I didn't realize it was from Robert, otherwise I would have opened it on the air here. But I opened it up, and sure enough, he sent me Anthology 1, the official case and the booklet and everything. And of course, Anthology 1 is the demos and live versions of the early Beatles cuts from 1960. Oh gosh, probably from the very early 60s to about the the Beatles for Sale days in 1964. Plus, it includes Free as a Bird on it, the 1995 reunion song. So, thank you, Robert, for Anthology 1. And then he also sent me an official copy of the Beatles' Love, the Cirque du Soleil mixtape, essentially, of all the medleys and the remixes of Beatles tracks that were used for the Cirque du Soleil Love show in Las Vegas. So thank you. I love this album so much, and I'm happy to have it on the official orange case. And I also made a comment about not having anything by the Police. And so he threw in an extra CD of Synchronicity by the Police. So that is very, very cool, Robert. You are the absolute legend. Of course, this album has Synchronicity 1, Synchronicity 2, Every Breath You Take, King of Pain, one of my favorites, Wrapped Around Your Finger, Murder by Numbers, and some other cuts that I'm not familiar with. But I'm happy to have this in my collection. So go subscribe to Robert. I've got his channel linked below. Robert, you're the man. Absolute kindness comes from Robert. I genuinely mean that. So y'all be good, take care, and subscribe to Robert.